Libra. Hey, what's going on? Let's do a read for you, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising. It's a general read, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Let's take a look at what's going on in your life. I feel like you have, just based on the cards that I'm seeing on the split as I shuffle, that you have some sort of power that kind of stirs things up for other people. Like you have this ability with competition to just naturally probably beat out the competition or take the competition to the next level, and so it keeps people on their toes. It feels about right for a Libra. Okay, talk to me about Libra, please. Talk to me about Libra, please. Give me some messages for Libra. What is who are they to their current situation? Who is Libra to their current situation, please? Who is Libra to their current situation? Who is Libra to their current situation? Who is Libra to their current situation? One card, please. It's like you're waiting for something to begin and to grow. What is it? What are they? Page of Wands. Cards are all over the place. What's at the root of this Page of Wands energy? It's like something new that's beginning. You're waiting for something to develop and you're checking on it. At the root of this is the Tower. At the root of the Page of Wands is the Tower. I feel like maybe you're waiting to see if it's gonna come together, or something is gonna come together, or if it's gonna completely implode. Talk to me about the Tower. It feels like could be a delicate situation. Like delicate growth in a new direction that could either grow or completely fall apart altogether. The Moon and the Tower. So there's like an element of, it's like an unknown path. There's insecurities. It's like something that you want to work, and you're remaining very hopeful and positive about this new beginning, and you fear that it's going to fall apart completely, that it's not going to come together. You have a lot of insecurities and hopes and fears around this new path. Can you tell me more about the Tower and the Moon? But yet you remain hopeful. You remain confident. The Devil. Libra. All right. So we have 3 major arcana here. It could be that you're dealing with someone who and or you really want to control the situation. I get like a lot of fear around the potential outcome of this. And yet I feel like in true Libra fashion, you're staying forward focused on the goal. Like Libras are this cardinal air. You know this about yourself. I don't mean to talk to you like you're not stupid, and you know this, but what I'm trying to get at is that you're forward facing. If the train that you're on is moving in a specific direction, you're going to just assume that that's the direction the train is going. But there's something here that I feel like you're afraid can stop the direction of something brand new. It feels like it could fall apart because someone has this ability to control how something goes. And so there's a lot of unknowns and a lot of insecurity and a lot of feeling right now. But I don't know if anyone would ever know by looking at you. I think in some ways you're trying to remain open and curious. There's something that binds you and someone else together that maybe makes progress forward really tough. Look what just came out. It's like you could be dealing with someone who's adversarial to your ideas. So maybe you've proposed a new idea. There's been maybe some sort of agreement or something supposed to be coming about. And it could be that there's a history of things falling apart with this person that you're dealing with. That there's some means that they find a way to control this situation. And where they just stop agreeing, like they can change their mind or turn on a dime or something like that. And I think you have fears around that. Because in some ways you maybe have to participate in something with this person. And so maybe if there's been like an agreement, like they can shift and be like, actually, like I'm not in agreement, or decide not to participate. Can you tell me about the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords? The Nine of Wands came out. It feels like this is a relationship that can just devolve really quickly. It could be with a fire sign. It could be that you're waiting for a fire sign to do something, but they are really defensive and protective, And maybe they feel in some way like they're being controlled. Justice. Talk to me about why the Justice card is here. Libra. Hermit. Feels like whatever you're hoping for in this Page of Wands is maybe some sort of move toward some sort of karmic justice. And, you know, by day and by night, you're hopeful that something will become balanced. You could be dealing with the legal system between you and another person. There may be some legality that you're dealing with. And so those situations can always not always, but often get ugly. Libra, you're here. So it's like when I said that this person maybe doesn't want to be controlled, immediately the Justice card fell out, and that's you. And it's almost like with that coming out in that timing, it's like, but justice has demanded this happen. Whether this person feels like it or not, justice demands this particular new beginning, this particular new way of going about things has to happen. Justice demands it. So it's almost like you've been waiting day and night. Waiting day and night. So maybe you're getting concerned, like the longer you wait, that it's not going to come together. You may try to like send a text or like, hey, checking in, you know, or you're waiting for that. You're waiting for that text or that communication or that emotion. I don't know. Talk to me about the Page of Cups. I get that you want it to happen simply and easily. It's like this really big karmic situation that is being focused in the simplest manner possible, and you're kind of at the threshold of a really kind of like the next simple step for it to go in this direction or something like that. Can you talk to me about this Page of Cups? King of Wands. Yeah, you're wanting and waiting for this thing to come about. You're actively looking out for it to happen. You want this next step to happen really badly. And what is this? I mean, I think it's, what is this? Page of Wands, Page of Cups, this King of Wands. Something you desire. You're focused on it, singularly focused. Yeah, we have Cardinal Cancer here, so the Chariot coming out. It's, you want to move forward on this thing in a big way, and you're just, talk to me about the Chariot. Like any little sign, you're waiting for any little sign. So crazy. Any little sign and surrounded by major karmic energy here. Sorry, I went for a run, and when I run, I kind of get this little cough. Anyway. Ooh. I feel like someone really moves slower or is really, like, I don't know what to say about this, except that this person is struggling to see the point in moving forward. They're really struggling. They feel really bound in their mind and in their decision. Can you talk to me about the Eight of Swords? They feel really wounded. They feel really defensive. Oh, interesting. Talk to me about the Nine of Pentacles here. It's like they want to be free. They want to be it's almost like their natural state is the Nine of Pentacles or something, but they're really struggling to move, whereas you're ready. They're really in their head. They could be thinking, then the Eight of Swords, they could be thinking about how to save more. They could have, like, in their path, they're thinking about, how do I grow? How do I earn more money? How do I become more of who I want to become? And so they're thinking in those terms, like, how do I be happy? Can you talk to me about the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles? Or this Nine of Pentacles could totally be you coming from two different places. You're coming from maybe being on top of the world, and they're coming from a more defensive place. Even if it's just mentally, they don't see everything that they have going for them. You're both coming from different places. They feel mentally bound up. Interesting. They feel left out. They feel like they can't access what they need to access. That's so interesting. Talk to me. To be who they are. It's almost like they don't have the internal resources to become who they are, to meet you how you want them to meet. But it looks like your expectation, though you're focused on this goal, you're expecting just a little bit of some emotion. You're not expecting everything all at once, but you are moving. You do have your fears that justice will not prevail in this situation. That somebody's ways are going to win out. Their devil ways. But it looks like this person is just really indecisive, fearful, constrained by their mind. Up against the systems, not able to be who they are. And then we have the Queen of Wands. What in the hell? Who's this? Why are they here? Talk to me about the Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands is, well, now we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands out here, so we have a pair. The Queen of Wands is typically super confident and oh, whoa. I don't know if a new story just opened up. Or if you're moving towards somebody that the Queen of Wands being here with the Hierophant, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. Is like a love story. It's like stability, commitment, vulnerability. And it's giving almost the opposite energy of this underlying Eight of Swords, this person who's very defensive and wounded. Maybe this is your partner or someone in your life, because we have the Queen of Wands here. Maybe you have children. Can you tell me about this? Why is this story showing up? You seem to be a person who's very much in power. Maybe this Queen of Wands is keeping watch with you. I think there's someone in this story that can't Death, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You're dealing with someone who's not on the same wavelength. They have too much on their mind. They have too much that they're dealing with. Maybe you don't see them that way, or you don't know this about them. But I'm getting that this is a second character here. I'm getting like two different people that you're dealing with. You know, I think with this person, with this Queen of Wands, there's been some sort of victory with them. By your side, there's some, like, you're very much the victorious one. And there's someone here who's really struggling with that, really struggling with their place, really struggling. And so it's no wonder that you're kind of afraid something's not going to come together. And so you might have to, I feel like you're being patient and you're waiting to see some sort of glimpse. But you may then ride out from your kingdom and demand some sort of justice or something like that. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest. I would say just be careful, like, hopefully you're not the Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Which means there's some element of, there's something at stake here. There's some element of mental games going on. I do see, though, that you're very positive and hopeful for a response. It could be that someone lost a fight or lost the competition, and they have to do something now, and you're waiting for that to happen, and it could be really tough for them to do that, to follow the rules. It seems like you live a very favored life, though. You seem to be surrounded by good people and lots of money or lots of community. You seem to have like a very rich life, and you're dealing with someone who rich in spirit, soul, and you're dealing with someone who is not that. Okay, I love you.